I'm Nadia and I'm the Artistic Director of Stratford East. Gosh, I've got so many memories. They sort of bubble out my ears all the time. I have a memory of King Hedley II, an August Wilson play that I directed. And it was really, really special. Great actors, great writing, but it was really long. I think it was just shy of 4 hours long. And the estate wouldn't let us cut it. We pleaded, but it was really incredible. But it was like a whole baptism seeing that play. And I remember one night we had the very incredible Mark Rylance, actor extraordinaire. He was there to see Aaron Pierre, his friend, and he'd never been here before. And I was just so proud. He watched it and he was like reeling from the play. And then in the bar, he had a glass of wine with his missus, and there was a salsa class going on in the bar. And he was like, "What is this place?" And I said, "Yeah, it's profound. You can see an incredibly cooked and detailed piece of theatre and then have a party." He'd never been here and he was like, this is incredible. And I was like, it really, really is. I mean, I'm like such an old mum. When I go into the bar and people are dancing in sync or whatever, I just get my phone out and I'm like taking photos and videoing it any night that's buzzy. And I'm just like, well, it's, what are you going to do with all this footage? And I'm like, it's just, I want to capture the essence of it when I'm in it. It's lots of memories like that. I think this theatre has an incredibly rich history. And if you love theatre and study theatre, you always know it. But if you don't, you can feel that history because the building's so beautiful. And old and eccentric, and nothing's in a straight line. Every nook and cranny has an eccentricity to it. So I think architecturally it's really, really historic and special. But I think it can be so many things. I think the proscenium is like a perfect platform for stories. It can do epic, Greek, August Wilson, Shakespeare, big ideas, but it can also do very personal, nuanced, one-person shows about everyday people. So it has this ability to tell story on various different scales, which I think is and very intimate. It's all of those things without being pretentious. It's like a really down-to-earth place, from the people that work here to the area we're in. And I think actors and creatives and stage managers all sign up to that spirit as soon as you work here, or it is very, very real and authentic and human as a place. It really does get under your skin. People talk about that. Once you're here, it never really leaves you. God, it's been my home in a way. I mean, we spend more or just as much time at work than we do at home with our families. And I think in theatre that's even more true. And I remember when I first got this job, my son was starting secondary school and I was starting this job, and it was like a special, important threshold for both of us. So for me, it's really defined this part of my life, and I feel very much at home here, and it's going to be very, very weird not to be artistic director here. But I've learned so much. To me, so it's home, and it's theatre, like real theatre, and whatever that means, from stories to workshops to getting in the trenches and trying to grapple with the meaning of life. The hairs on the back of your neck stand up on opening night every time. That never goes away. There's something electric about it. So for me, it's a feeling of home, a feeling of art, a feeling of community. And the feeling of being a Londoner, the accents we all have, the people that work here, we really, it feels like a microcosm of London. And I feel very like a Londoner. And so there's something about that and Stratford that feels very part of my personality. One informs the other, but it's sort of in me now. I think that Stratford's personality, history, politics, ethos is so strong. It's in every part of this building, in the spirit of it, in the manifesto of it, in the endeavour, that it will, of course, take different shapes as it reflects different communities and stories, and different people lead it with an artistic vision. But if you distill it down, really reduce it down, it's always going to be the same thing. It's always going to have that East End, Stratford East feeling about it. Its politics are always going to be left-leaning, radical, egalitarian. It's always going to reflect the diverse area around it, which is constantly changing. When immigrants come to this country, they often and always have come in through the East End, and that's never going to go away. I think anyone who signs up to work here or be part of it has to sign up to that philosophy, that politics. Nobody could survive trying to do something different to it, because that is it. The future's exciting. Yeah.